They don't yell, they twist. Here's how to silence manipulators without ever raising your voice. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling small, confused, or guilty, but you didn't even know why, you're probably not dealing with miscommunication. You're dealing with manipulation. In this video, we're breaking it all down. How manipulators think, the subtle mind games they play, and most importantly, how to shut them down without losing your power, your voice, or your peace of mind. Watch till the end, because I'll give you a simple line that flips the power dynamic instantly, and it works no matter who you're dealing with. Let's cut to the truth. Most manipulators don't scream, shout, or even look dangerous. They look like people you trust, people who say they love you, people who just want what's best for you. But somehow, you always end up doubting yourself. And that's the trap, because manipulation isn't always obvious. Sometimes it shows up as subtle pressure, emotional guilt, mind games, silent punishment, all designed to control you without looking like control. So how do you stop that? First, you have to see it for what it is. Then you learn how to respond, with strength, not shame. Let's start by breaking down what manipulation actually looks like in real life. Manipulation is when someone uses your emotions to control you. They don't ask you to do things. They make you feel bad for not doing them. They don't argue. They twist. They don't take responsibility. They flip the script and make you the villain. It's sneaky, and it works, especially if you're kind, empathetic, or someone who just wants to keep the peace. Here's how it shows up most often. Gaslighting. They deny your reality so often that you start to doubt your own memory. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. You're being too sensitive. Guilt tripping. They don't ask directly. They just make you feel awful if you say no. After everything I've done for you, I guess I'm just not important anymore. The silent treatment. When they don't get what they want, they withdraw completely. No talking, no eye contact, no affection. This forces you to chase them and give in. Blame shifting. Whatever goes wrong is somehow your fault. Even if they hurt you, you're the one who ends up apologizing. Passive aggression. They say things that seem harmless, but hit deep. Must be nice to do whatever you want. I'm glad you can afford to be selfish. These behaviors are meant to confuse you, so you stop trusting yourself and start second-guessing everything. Now, here's the thing. Manipulators don't do this randomly. They test you, and when you don't push back, they double down. So what do? You stop being predictable. You stop giving them the response they want. Let's walk through exactly how. There's no yelling, no bruises, no obvious villain. So instead of calling it out, we do what we've always been taught to do. Keep the peace, avoid conflict, give them the benefit of the doubt. But deep down, you know something's wrong. You feel small, you feel anxious, you feel like you're constantly on edge. And when you try to explain how you feel, they flip it on you. You're overreacting. You always make it about you. You can never let anything go. That's the moment you start to shrink. The challenge isn't just spotting manipulation, it's knowing what to do when it happens. Because when you try to speak up, it often makes things worse. They twist your words. They turn others against you. They punish you with silence or fake kindness that feels more like pressure than love. So how do you break free without burning your life to the ground? Here's the truth. You don't need to scream to silence a manipulator. You don't even need to prove them wrong. You just need to stop feeding the cycle. Let's walk through what that looks like. Step 1. Recognize the manipulation in real time. Start spotting patterns, not just problems. Imagine you finally say no to a friend who always leans on you for help, even when you're exhausted. You say, "I can't tonight. I need to rest." Their reply, "Wow, must be nice to have a life where you get to just relax. I wish I had that luxury." That's not disappointment, that's guilt tripping. Once you start seeing these moments clearly, you stop taking them personally. Step 2, don't defend, disengage. Manipulators love when you explain yourself because every word you say becomes something they can twist. Instead, Use short, clear statements. I've made my decision. I'm not explaining this again. We'll talk when this feels respectful. Less is more. The longer you argue, the deeper you fall into their trap. Keep it short, calm, and solid. Step 3. Use neutral language that shuts it down. Here are phrases that break their rhythm and force them to either back off or reveal their true colors. Let's stick to the point. I'm not okay with how you're speaking to me. I won't continue this conversation if it stays like this. I hear you. I still disagree. That's not what happened, and I'm not going to argue about it. You don't need to defend your feelings. You only need to protect them. Step 4. Set boundaries and stick to them. A boundary without follow-through is just a suggestion. If you say, I won't continue this conversation if you raise your voice, then you leave when they raise their voice. Every time. They might call you cold, dramatic, selfish. That's normal. That's the manipulation talking. Stand firm anyway. The people who respect you will adjust. The ones who don't, they were only ever interested in control. Step 5. Practice detachment, not revenge. This is important. You're not trying to win. You're trying to stay free. Don't fall into the trap of proving they're wrong or trying to beat them at their own game. That's still giving them control. Instead, think, how can I be calm, clear, and unmoved? That's how you win. Now, here's the line you've been waiting for, the one that shuts down manipulation instantly. This conversation doesn't feel healthy for me. I'm stepping away. That's it. No yelling, no insults, just clarity. Say it once, say it calmly, then walk away, physically or emotionally. This one line flips the dynamic because it tells the manipulator, you see the game, you're not playing, you're protecting your peace. And once you do this enough times, they learn. Your emotions are no longer available for manipulation. You've stopped reacting and started leading. Let's bring it home. Silencing manipulators isn't about being louder. It's about being clearer, stronger, less available for their games. Here's what to remember. Manipulators twist emotions to get what they want. Spot the patterns: gaslighting, guilt, blame, silence. Don't argue. Stay calm and direct. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. Use short statements that block manipulation. Don't seek revenge. Seek peace. And when you need to shut it down, say this: this conversation doesn't feel healthy for me. I'm stepping away. It's not cold, it's not mean, it's powerful. Because the truth is, you don't have to fight for your right to be respected. You just have to stop giving it away. If this video helped you see something more clearly, or even made you feel just a little more understood, I'm really glad you're here. There's a whole community forming around this space, and I'd love for you to be part of it. So if you're on your own path to emotional clarity, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And when you're ready, the next video is waiting for you. Take your time and know you're not alone.